tear me down. Am I laid to waste now that you're not around? Come and leave your mark, vandalize my heart. Find the pain away, my head is in ruins. Need you in my veins, don't know how you do it. Come and leave your mark, vandalize my heart. Then we make a work of art just so you could deface it. Did you let it fall apart just so you could replace it? Have your name on the side of a burning bridge. Watch it fade when the smoke rolls in. Time that you killed, you promised to help me rebuild. Feels like you planned it, took us for granted. Oh, said you'd keep me safe, now you tear me down. Am I laid to waste now that you're not around? Come and leave your mark, vandalize my heart. Find the pain away, my head is in ruins. Need you in my veins, don't know how you do it. Come and leave your mark, vandalize my heart. Oh, you're freaking crazy, hate me, love you, breaking bottles on the pavement just to watch it crash. Said you'd keep me safe, now you're tearing me down. Am I laid to waste now that you're not around? Come and leave your mark, vandalize my heart. Find the pain away, my head is in ruins. Need you in my veins, don't know how you do it. Come and leave your mark, vandalize my heart. You keep me safe, now you're tearing me down. Am I laid to waste now that you're not around? Come and leave your mark, vandalize my heart.
And every night I lay awake and I find no conclusion. 'Cause every night it just stays the same in my dream of an absolution. In the nightlight, do you see what you dream? All your troubles are they or what they seem? Look around you, then you may realize all the preachers are with their lies. And I might know of the future, but then you still control the past. Only you know if you'll be together. Only you know if we shall last. In the nightlight, do you still feel your pain? For the valor you waited never came. If you were able, would you go change the past to mend a faux pas with one last chance? And I might know of the future, but then you still control the past. Only you know if you'll be together tonight. 'Cause every night I will save your life, and every night I will be with you. 'Cause every night I still lay awake and I dream of an absolution. 'Cause every night I will make it right, and every night I will come to you. But every night it just stays the same in my dream of an absolution. all your triumph and all you'll ever be. Look around you, then you may realize happiness lies trapped in misery. And who knows what of the future? We can all try to change our past. Only you know if you'll be together
A woman.
All right, so basically, so we're doing, just gonna want to go over like some topics. I don't think today is gonna really be that long. I'm not sure unless something comes up, like collabing with someone or something. But realistically, so there was a couple of topics that like I wanted to go over that I've been like really like, analyzing out of kind of the world and everything, and I also want to play this video because again I've been I played a video from the last time, but this is just from Just Pearly Clips, which is this lady Pearl, who it's not her, she'll probably show up in the video, but it's not her, that she takes people like this lady here and other people of the younger side, and they basically have more calm debates, you know, and they talk about other things, but this also goes to what I want to talk about, so I want to like overview the video.
When a young man, if you're a woman that you've got now, went out in skimpy
Oh,
clothes,
she's really
drank
chill.
tequila,
She's been on
went to
podcasts many
Ibiza,
times.
Would you believe that she's representing you? How would you expect? Because I'm listening to what you said about perception, and I'm thinking, a hen night in a spa with female friends, having their makeup and their hair done, jacuzzi, having your nails done, bottles of champagne.
Nothing wrong with
How is that perceived rather than hen night, skimpy clothes, tequila, dancing on tables in Ibiza?
I think a lot of...
What is the perception? How does it look? So that's what he's saying about how it's perceived.
Of course.
How does it look? And does he want his woman representing him in that way?
Bro, look, for example, right, like, the problem with this is you can do whatever you want. Now you can do whatever you want, but the moment you have a partner, you're not you do represent them. So how men look at other men is we judge them. So we don't just judge you by how much money you have. Do you understand? So when you're outside and I know that's your man over there, and we can see you in the nightclub, how you act reflects on him.
Yeah,
it's a reflection of how much. No, it is, because if you respect him, you want to do certain things. If you thought he was worthwhile, you would realize actually
Another
people know
ad
who my
already?
man is.
Damn.
I want to do certain things. So when you're
Yeah, they're already. I think I know what the topic that they're on is. Just basically how people are perceiving them and the women in their lives. So
outside in a public place, you represent your man, whether or not you like it or not. Whether or not you like it or not, you do.
You need to be specific. Like, grinding on another geezer is a different story, but if you're just dancing, enjoying yourself with a bunch of girls...
Wait, we never...
You got to be specific.
We didn't say anything about dancing. So we need to split. We need to split enjoying versus out there potentially disrespecting or perceptions of other people. If my girl is out, I don't want any of my friends to send me a video saying, "Oh, why is your girl on this on these man's table?" That in itself enough.
That won't bother me.
It won't bother you.
No,
it should.
I'm not insecure one bit. Listen. This is the way I see life. Yeah, if you've got a girl and you trust her and she trusts you and you've got a loving relationship, if she's gonna cheat, she's gonna cheat. There's nothing.
yeah, see, I'm gonna pause it. I'm not gonna go on, but that I'm gonna go over.
Hang on a minute.
It's not
When
about
did he mention cheating?
This is not about cheating. Whoa, stop.
Okay, if it's not about cheating, why are you worried about
No,
being on a man's table?
see. It keeps going back to this thing. It has nothing to do about cheating.
Why do you care she's on a man's table?
Because, bro, my girlfriend, my potential wife, should not be on another table with another man. You.
That's insecurity, bro.
No. It's not an issue.
Why though?
No,
Why
it's not an issue.
though?
Why?
I'm trying
Let
to
him say what he's saying. Hang
I'm
on,
trying
let
to
him
explain
finish,
it to
because I
you,
think he means it's a sense of respect.
like you guys are.
Actually, I don't think
you have to
Pearl's in
understand
this
something.
one.
This is the modern thinking. You want to have a man. You want to have all the benefits of a man. A loyal guy that's not. Do you want your man out there sleeping with other women? I'm asking you a question.
Not sleeping, but why does that mean
Wait,
I'm sleeping with
I didn't say you was. I'm asking you a question.
I don't want him sleeping.
Okay, so
Okay.
us as men and women, we look at loyalty different things. By what you're doing, that is actually disloyal. And if you can't see it, it's because you're not a man. And I'm trying to try. Would you do that to your man?
What?
What I'm saying, knowing that you got a man now, you're gonna actively go out there saying, I'm gonna wear what I want, I'm gonna go out who I want, I'm gonna do all these things. Doesn't matter what my man thinks, because that's the case. Then just be single.
No, I would wear what I want because I feel like I
Exactly.
don't really.
Why are you?
Wearing clothes, I think that's you and your
That's you.
Expression
That's
of
your
self.
own
expression of yourself.
insecurity.
But at the end of the day,
It
I
is.
think in general you would think of your man in certain situations.
So when you went out to carnival,
Okay, see, that's contradiction in what she just said. That's what kills me. That's a little contradiction. He literally said, okay, you want to wear what you want. And we've seen women who want to wear what they want showing out like half their booty cheeks and half their tetas. All right? They're showing that off. If they know they have a man, why do you need to see it? Why do you need to have other people, especially other men, looking at what you have? If you know if you literally know that you're trying to be committed to your man, that means your man, the only eyes you should be having on your parts is your man. So we're not saying don't wear whatever you want, just be sensible on what you're wearing. And look what she just said. She literally just said, I'm going to be thinking about my man in certain situations. Okay, I just want to look hot no matter who looking. Well, that's the thing. If you want to look hot, if you want to be that way and just who you want, you might as well be single. That's what the gentleman in black is saying over here. That, you know, well, he's literally it's funny how he's literally wearing all black. I actually like this getup he has on. But you might as well just stay single then. Because you can look hot in many ways that doesn't involve you showing body parts. I've seen plenty of women and men who look plentifully hot without showing body parts. Just because I'm cute. Cute and showing body parts is two different things, though. That's the thing. Like, if you can literally look cute without having to reveal a part of your body parts. Especially if you're with somebody. Okay? You have to be able to respect what the man wants, and the man has to be respectful in what he wants. So, a small thing that he's asking for is to be presentable while you're dating, just as he was. Because you damn well know women would be bitching if this guy had a bunch of women looking at him and his whole top, and he was if your man has like a 4-pack or 6-pack and he's just rocking that out, and you have all these women looking at him and he's not, and you know he's enjoying it, the woman's gonna get upset. Same basic principle. So if you know guys are gonna look at this girl wearing booty shorts and they're staring and you find that uncomfortable, it's the same principle. So as she said, I'm gonna think about my man in certain situations. Okay, that's what this guy's trying to prescribe, certain situations. And the girl being at the guy's table, that's a certain situation that you shouldn't be doing. You can go out with your girlfriends and hang out, drink, and do whatever. Don't do anything that would upset your man, that would make him uncomfortable. Because it would be vice versa. So if you took a girl, if your boyfriend is out and their friend took a picture and sent it to the girlfriend saying, hey, look, he's talking with this girl. Oh, if you're okay with being on a guy's table, you should be okay with me talking to this girl then, right? Right? Oh, no, it's two different things because women are evil or you're more susceptible. No, it's bullshit. I feel like they're both wrong. Can't control your partner if they're not doing... It's not controlling your partner. Well, yeah. Have a conversation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Get together, have a conversation, see what you're uncomfortable with and what you're comfortable with. I feel like this guy would not be controlling everything. He's just saying, like, you should never be too comfortable with a man in a bar where you know you have a man. Okay? You can talk to them and everything, but sit in like a booth where you're sitting next to the girls and the guy's sitting on the other side. That's not a problem. That I don't think is a problem. Now, if he's saying that's a problem, where if they're like in a booth and the girlfriends are all sitting with each other and then the guys are sitting on the opposite side, I think that's fine. I think that's perfect fine. If he's saying that that's a problem, okay, he needs to calm down. That's not. But if he's saying like you're 1v1, just you literally got away from your girls to talk to this guy 1v1, I think that's an issue. I think that's a plain off issue.
for example, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me you're gonna wear a little bra and you're gonna wear a little thong and booty stuff out.
If
Would
I
you do
wanted
that?
to, but
If
that's
I
not how I
wanted to.
dress. I didn't.
It's choice,
But-
isn't it?
But I
You
wanted
wouldn't.
to.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
But why
you
would
wouldn't.
your boyfriend want to have
You wouldn't.
an issue with that? If you were a loyal girlfriend,
But
and why could he?
God
not
damn
look at
these
you and
ads,
think,
bro.
That's my girlfriend.
I already know what she's gonna say too. Little boy drawing crayons.
No one else is fucking touching her. Like that is.
The moment you
my-
wear that, you put yourself in a scenario where men are actually going to touch you.
But why?
Yeah.
But hang
Stop
on a
touching me then.
But
That's
why?
not my issue.
It's not me.
When do men who are creepy men or who are aggressive men have ever listened to a woman say, "Don't touch me"? They are going to continue to do it. That's why half of the men get, when they're drunk, they go into those scenarios happen, and then they get kicked out of bars. That's why other men get beat up, because they do those things. So don't entice them or don't put yourself in that situation, is what he's saying. Okay? And you can't say, oh, you literally can't touch women. That shit's illegal, rightfully so. And in a sense, yeah, you can actually get in trouble for that. But men will still do it. And I guarantee what this man is trying to say is, don't put yourself in a situation where you know it's going to happen. Where you know it is going to happen. Bar settings are known for that. They're known for that. Okay? That happens all the time. Now, if you're in the grocery store and you're just having a conversation with the guy, more than likely that is not going to happen. And I don't think that should be a problem. Especially if you're in the grocery store with your wife and then you're going to come up and be like, hey, like, what's going on? And it's like, oh, I was talking with him, and I wouldn't be offended at that. Sounds victim blaming. What were you wearing? Oh, well, we know a lot of we know that a lot of people will play victim blaming, and that's like the whole thing. Sounds victim blaming. What were you wearing? Well, because and here's the thing too. You know how like people in conventions, it's been happening a lot too. There have been girls reporting video in conventions, and they're literally wearing almost nothing. I went to a convention a few months back. I went to a convention. A girl was literally wearing nothing, almost nothing. She literally had a G-string, and she was playing the I'm a cow thing, like where they cosplay as a cow. And she was literally wearing a G-string. And I'm like, okay. So the thing is, I was trying to buy something, and she came up next to me asking questions. She bumps her body into me, and then of course, my body touches a certain part of her that is clearly freaking out. And she literally got angry with me, and I was like, that's not my fault. Why are you wearing almost nothing? Like, why are you literally wearing almost nothing? That is not my fucking fault. Okay? So if you bump into me and I accidentally something, you should be wearing clothing. But they'll play that whole fucking victim card. Okay? And women do this shit where they almost wear nothing. They do it in beaches too. Or they'll be like, why are you staring? I'm like, why is your thing out? That's like going to a nude beach. That's like you literally participate in a nude beach and then you get mad because somebody's staring at your dong. You're in a nude beach, my guy. Like, and the venue didn't have a problem. That's the problem. The venue should have had a problem with it. The venue should have put a certain type of dress code. That's what I'm saying. So that those problems don't happen. The whole point is that if you can control a problem, don't control it. If you can't control the problem, then don't worry about it. And these types of scenarios they're talking about is about being loyal. The window shopping is always free. Just don't touch the merchandise. Yes, I'm agreeing that we are just looking. We're not doing anything. They will go up to you because they saw you looking and they get offended. It's like, there's nothing I can do about that, madam. If you're literally almost wearing nothing, there's nothing I can do about that. I didn't do anything to you. Your things are out. You crossed my path. My eye went there. That's it. But I didn't touch you. I didn't do anything. Because if a guy, again, walking with a sexy body comes out, women are going to stare. They do it all the time in the gym. Women do it all the time in the gym where they will glance and look over at a guy who's ripping shreds. If it's not illegal to get bent, I agree. I'm literally agreeing with you, that it is not illegal. So the problem is that they're just talking about how hypocritical that some people will be in those situations.
Well, you can say that about
Hang on a minute,
anything.
hang on a
The
minute.
minute you wear a watch, you're putting yourself...
The minute you put like a tight top on,
I didn't
guys
say
are gonna
that.
look
I
at
didn't
you.
say that.
No,
I
but
didn't say
you're-
that.
So
See,
what then?
see,
So
you're
why
moving the
put it out there?
goalposts. We're talking about particular garments are going to create scenarios. You're moving the goalposts. You can dance where you want. You can go where you want. You can do what you want.
But bro, surely
how
if
can
you have this view
One
and
at a
everything,
time.
you could say, oh, by putting that watch on, you're putting yourself in a scenario where you could get robbed.
Of course you are. What? Hold on. But that,
What have you walked into? Basically we're going over this is an EU podcast, and they're going over the fact of the modernization of they're going to fact over the of modern women basically need to, if they're with somebody, they should learn to be loyal and don't put yourself in situations that are not loyal. It's not being toxic. I'm just going over this because this has something to deal with what I've been trying to talk about.
wait. Hold on a second. There has to be. Hold on. I've got a diamond chain on my neck. It's worth a lot of money. Yeah. If I decide to go walk around in the middle of the night in some hood place and I get robbed, yeah. Who is gonna feel sorry for me if I had it swinging around my neck? End of the day, I know what I'm doing, so it puts myself in a scenario.
Exactly.
I should be able to go anywhere in the world and wear what I want. But we don't, right? So if I've got a daughter and my sister, I'm gonna teach them and say, babes, you should able.
That's literally facts is what he's talking about. He's literally talking about facts right now.
Do what you want and go where you want. But we live in a world where there's some evil people around. There's some demons, right? This is how you teach your kids. You don't teach them that everything in the world should be fine. Everything should be okay. You teach them the dangers and potential what can happen. What you guys do is, you guys say, you know what? Nothing matters in life. We go out there, and when something bad happens, then you want to scream, woe is me. I'm saying, actually, look at it from a different perspective. We should be doing things. We should be mitigating scenarios and things that can potentially happen. That's all I'm saying. I have 3 sisters, bro.
No, you're right. You're potentially.
I've got 7 nieces, bro. So
So if you've got 7 nieces, would you say to your niece, you know what, wear, go on the tightest little skirt, walk in the middle of happening.
No, but I'll let her wear what she wants, but I'll just say you need to be careful of your surroundings.
So you would advise?
Oh no, Jessica, I'm getting to that. This video is just like, these are how some people think, and I'm gonna get right to that. Like, I'm just showing an example of like, these are how some mindsets are, and this is why my brain has been racked up onto why are they thinking like this, and how does everybody think like this, and what's a more proper way that people should set their mindsets on. You disagreed with the dude? Wait, what are you talking about? How could you disagree with the dude? Like what do you mean? Why do you disagree with it, I should say? Because all he's talking about is warning people, teaching people the potential dangers that are out there. He never even said that. He never even said women know your place. He never even said that. Not even once. He literally is just telling you, because he's gone through people where I've gone through the same thing, where people put themselves in certain situations, they know what they're doing. They literally go around, then literally, when they know what they're doing, then the bad shit happens to them, then they bitch and whine about it, going, woe is me, why did this happen to me? Okay, what were you doing? No, you can do that. He's saying, if you want to do that, go do that. Don't be dating somebody and doing that, because then if you are dating somebody and you attract men that are going to touch you or possibly do the worst to you, I'm not going to say the word, do the worst to you, it's because they feel in their brains that you're luring them in where you don't feel that way. So he's more talking about safety. That's all he's getting around, because he's seen people that don't want to be safe and feel like, oh, nothing bad will happen to me if I do this. Yes, but yo, you know how many men have gotten away with it and not have gotten in trouble? You know how many men have gotten away with doing that illegal act and gotten away with it? Yes, that's true. If those type of men would get educated, we wouldn't have to do that. But think about other guys who are being loyal to you, right? And then the women who cheat. The women who cheat, when they know they have a good man, they should be getting educated. Yeah, see, exactly. So if you've been in a scenario, which I do apologize and sorry to hear that those men are fucked up. But it's also the same around as vice versa. If men who are good men, really good men, and I've known a lot of good men, that doing everything, staying loyal, and the women literally, what does this have to do with a woman cheating? Because it's both ways. It's both ways on being educated. Like, these men who are doing these things, because here's the thing, there's different levels of how bad men can be. There's different levels of how bad men can be. Okay? On what, like, that is the worst thing. No, it's not. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I know. I'm just saying is that both men and women can be very disgusting in their own ways. Okay? That is one of the worst. Okay? But here's the main point is don't put yourself in situations when you're dating somebody. That's what the man is getting through. He's talking about when you're dating somebody. It's the whole loyal part about dating somebody. Okay? But when you're not dating somebody, you want to do whatever you want, go right ahead. That's all he's talking about. And remember, if somebody who doesn't have nieces or have children wouldn't understand what they're talking when he's talking about the nieces part as well, when teaching your children. If you don't have children or nieces to be teaching or who look up to you, you wouldn't understand what he's trying to get at. If I date someone and want to wear a short dress, I will. Okay, well, here's the thing. If you want to do that, and the man is... Okay, so if you want to do that, and the man has to be okay with it, okay? If you don't want to do it, and the man is okay with that, that's fine. Okay? I'm not even disagreeing with that. You can do what you want. If your guy's okay with it, and you're dating someone, sure. I'm in agreement with that. Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with that if the man is okay with it. But here's let me propose this scenario. So if you're dating a guy, and the guy is uncomfortable with it, right? But you tell him to deal with it and just get used to it. Okay, so he goes, all right, okay, so since that's the case and you're disregarding feelings. But if he turns around, right, and wants to say... Okay, yeah, that's fine. If you're saying that he will not dictate and then that's how you do that. But if the guy goes out and wants to wear, like, I don't fucking know, like the least amount of clothing, like a short ass, like booty shorts as well, because we've seen some men wear booty shorts, right? If he wants to do that, and that happened, and you know a bunch of women are staring at him, are you okay with that? So you're okay with that? That if he's and if, let's say women are trying to get up on him, even though he's trying to push them off, you're okay with that? If he can wear a jog strap in public as long as he's not bending over and accepting stranger into his cubbyhole. Okay, all right, that's fine. I'm in agreement with that. Here's the thing. If I trust in my partner, I'm all for it. I'm all for it because if I know they will not cheat, that's what I'm all for. I'm just also understanding if I cannot trust my partner, there's no reason to be shit. Yeah, that's fine. I'm in agreement with that. Okay, Chaos. I'm totally in agreement with that. I'm just also looking from his perspective view that, let's say if he's dealt with a lot of women who cheat, okay, he's become super paranoid. And yes, of course, this goes on to maybe he shouldn't pick women who cheat. Okay, but here's the thing. When you're getting to know somebody, you don't take 2 weeks and you know somebody. It takes time to know somebody. Yes, I understand that. But you need to also realize that if you also have baggage, we also have to understand that, right? We have to understand your baggage as well, and that you have to go through it. But we also have to be understandable of other people's baggage and also understand them. You know, there's no one who's exactly like, oh, well, they're more right than he is. You know, it's more of like both ways. So we understand your problem. Yeah. And I think some men can be too, as Gil said earlier, he's too macho that he probably doesn't go to therapy, and I think he should. You know, and I would tell him that. I'm like, look, if you got this much distrust in people, then you need to go through that. You know, like I said, my thing is that I'm not choosing sides. I just like to understand it in both ways. That's just the kind of person I am. I like to understand it both ways. But my beliefs are always going to stay my beliefs. If there's any problem, you just release Guy and meet each other halfway. Yeah, I'm fine with working out. I'm always like that. Like, if people can sit down and talk and figure shit out, do it. Talk about it like adults. You know, I'm all for that. Okay? Like I said, I'm just a person that likes seeing how both people are thinking because it's studying them. Because you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, I don't understand him, or I don't understand that person. That's what I do. I like to understand both sides of the thing and how they're thinking. And then I'll put my opinion on it. So my opinion of this guy is that, yes, you can tell he's not trustworthy. And he needs to be trustworthy. He can't control what someone does. Because if you control them, it's gonna feel like they're in prison, and then they're gonna want to leave. They're gonna do nothing but want to leave. So that I understand. You cannot control people. I just know that he's gone through some shit so bad that he's not gonna change his mind. I don't even think therapy would help this other guy.
Okay, so there's a caveat. You said,
I don't care what she wears.
No, but you did it again. You said wear what you want, but be careful of your surroundings. So there is a caveat,
bruv. If you have this,
so then I don't care if she's going out in London, Kent, or wherever.
No, guys, he is right on what he says. How men think. Because I went to Carnival, for example, and then these guys were coming up trying to talk to me, and I said, "Oh, sorry, I've got a man," and then they were like, "Well, where's your man?" So
well, I'll be honest with you.
I'll say that in any scenario. I don't care what club you go to.
You can't base your life around this.
We live in a city now where there's a lot.
These ads are annoying.
So
it doesn't
so
matter.
it's not okay.
It doesn't matter if you're wearing a dress. It doesn't matter if you're wearing a dress from head to toe. If you look classy, and in what scenario?
That's not classy, bro.
Excuse me a minute.
Hang on.
They're usually not this bad, but I'm getting ads every like 2 minutes, and it's usually not this bad.
Yeah. Not once did she mention classy.
No,
there's a difference between classy and skimpy.
He
said skimpy. He wouldn't have a problem with his woman walking out classy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I asked about that. Hang on a
is-
minute. That's why I asked the perception. So you can't now turn around and say classy. Nobody is complaining about classy.
You're moving the goalposts.
Auntie, what I'm saying is, they're talking about it doesn't what they're trying to.
Okay, they're gonna keep going back and forth, so we don't have to keep going with this. They're gonna go back and forth. We don't have to continue with this. They're literally just gonna go back and forth. So, I'll play some easier music right now. So. So I'm gonna wait for Cheska because Cheska's gonna come because there was one thing that I wanted to go over with her that I wanted to like put more in detail, and that was dealing with affection of people. Turn up the song jams. Well, it's a low jam type of thing. Just let me know if it's too loud, if it's too overpowering the sound. But the other thing it was talking about like affection with people and about how okay, so it was talking about affection dealing with other people, and it was just about how people see each other, you know, and I'm trying to figure out what does it take for people to put the attention onto others, you know what I mean? Like, it's always gonna, Jesus. I feel like when you put time into people, there's like this amazing result that happens, you know what I mean? And I think it's interesting when people would do that, but I feel like people now don't put in that time or effort anymore into giving affection to their partners. Or if they're interested in a person that could potentially be their partner, they don't put in the time and effort. The significant others or just everyday relationships. That's the thing. Cheska was gonna talk about that. That she had a very good way of putting it, that because I asked for both, like significant others and everyday relationships. There are a lot of cultural differences. In Italy, got people kidding their boss to say hello or something. Yeah, no, that's a good point to put in cultural differences. In China, they just give you food and that means I love you. Yeah, cultural difference is a big thing with a lot of people. Yeah, cultural difference is like a very huge and big thing. Like cultural difference is really big because like so many in other states got a whole different way of how love is their language, you know? Yeah, like there's so many different things, but it's like when you see it in other states, it's so damn fucking cool, and it's like, bro, I wish we had that. You wish you had that where you are, because I've seen even where I am that it's very few, very minimal, but where I am, I've still seen it happen where people work through their problems like adults, and they push through the hard stuff, and it makes something so fucking incredible that everybody who's anybody turns around and is like, you know, I wish I had that. You know, I wish I turned around and I could have something like that. You know, because I feel like people, like, you need to work for yourself and you need to build up for yourself, yes. But it never hurts to have that little boost of motivation and that knowing of that you're fighting for something more than yourself. You know, and that gives to the affection of other people. You know, because I know a lot of people were like, oh, you know, is he really doing this for me? Is he really doing this for someone else? And people get in their own heads about the affection of how this person feels about me. So between friendships and significant others, why is it that so many people nowadays are putting less and less effort to each other? Like, I know the pain hurts sometimes. Like, I know that pain can hurt a lot. But I feel like pain teaches you what not to do for next time or what not to look for next time. You know, because when you see people getting married and stuff like that, you're like, dude, I really hope it works out for them. And if they're still married for, like, if you see somebody in a marriage and they say, we've been married for 6 years, you're like, damn, bro, that's amazing, because you don't see that a lot anymore. You don't see a lot of marriages lasting more than almost like 2 years now, because it's nuts. You can't quit cooking. You can't quit cooking just beachside. The stove burned you. Got to keep at it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Gil. That's exactly what I mean. Like, we have to like, people don't understand to push through things. And I met so many people who literally say that they stopped doing it because this one thing happened. And I'm like, can you imagine the amount of people who have gone through so many more things and they're still pushing through it? You can do it too. You just, if you need help to push through it, look for the help. Now, I know some people don't want help. I know there's some people out there, they'd rather not ask for help. Okay? But if you're not going to ask for help, just don't sit there and freaking complain later saying no one helped me. Because I've heard people say that too. They're like there was one person that used to therapy. He would tell me oh, nobody's out here to help me. I'm like, dude, then what am I, chopped liver? What have I been doing for the past 10 years for you? I've been literally sitting there trying to help you out. I think what you want is not help. You just want me to gift you the things you're asking for, like I'm fucking Santa Claus. You know, and I'm not Santa Claus. You know, and other people are not Santa Claus. They can only do so much to help you. I don't know. It's just, those are just some things that are in my head that, oh motherfucker. Exactly. But you know, I'm just like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I know a lot of people don't give a shit about what I say. You know, I'm just another guy who's being a VTuber and just letting his words out. It's just, the reason why I'm going over it is because I want people to be able to be better with other people. And if people who are the assholes, you want to completely get rid of them, go right ahead. Because you shouldn't keep toxic people in your life. You know? Because I know something about that, about keeping toxic people in your life. And sometimes I'd keep it in too long. But I guess that's because I kind of like have a hero complex that I want to always think people can change. I still think people can change. The only time people can change is when they choose to change. You know? They're the ones that choose to change. But even with friendships too. Friendships, you have to be able to put that effort in if you want to stay good friends. You know, yes, I know life happens where they have a job and they have a job and they do more and more stuff for each other. They have to work hard and do more and more stuff for themselves, and I get that. But I've seen people who have, let's say, like 2 jobs, working that stuff, and they'll still be able to send a message. Your power keeps going out. Do you have a storm, Cheska? Sounds like maybe a thing, or somebody's messing with, or some wind is messing with the power lines or something. What was that saying? The return of Ian. Oh no, we don't want that thing back. Yeah, I'm surprised it got this bad. It might be Wi-Fi too. Well, hopefully it doesn't go out now. Oh shit. So you're in Arizona. Oh my god, yeah, now having no AC is a killer. I mean, summer in Florida is not fun either. Summer in Florida is not fun either. But yeah, what I was going back to is, no, Jessica, hopefully it doesn't go back off. If it does, then, you know, it's okay, I understand. But yeah, like, I've gone through people who have had, I've gone through people where I thought they were my friends I was friends with them for 10 years, and, you know, it just didn't work out. And it kind of sucks because they didn't want to keep it going. I need that child hair on my... I need that cold hair on my huevos and the. Oh my god, Gil, you need to calm the fuck down. You need to calm down. What was the thing? But yeah, I don't know. I just, I guess in the end, I just hope for people to do better. You know, maybe trust people more. You know, I get from both sides. Like I said, I like to see from both sides. I can see why sometimes they don't want to trust. Okay, I get that. But I also see why they should learn to trust, because once you give up, then you're never gonna find what is it you're looking for. Okay, it doesn't just walk onto your doorstep. You know, I guess that's the ending point. That's the main ending point to all of this, is that I want things to get better between people, but more and more as time goes on, it seems people are just willing to hate easier, treat other people like shit easier, not lend a simple helping hand, because in the end, they want to say that, well, in the end, all that matters is yourself. And that kind of fucking sucks. You know? And I feel like every time when I just want to vent some feelings out, I end up becoming a whole problem. World peace, kumbaya, we are the world. Yeah. It's like most people say, forget about world peace, and it's like, oh, I like how this one's a little loud. Okay, let me know if it lowered. Thanks for telling me. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just, I see so many people like out there, you know, getting fucked up, and you know, sometimes people can't even lend a helping hand, and sometimes just talking to somebody is that hand. You know, just, you know, one thing I hate too is that sometimes people will literally do something for somebody and expect something in return. And I'm like, look, it's nice to give somebody in return. It's nice to give back, you know, but it's also good to just lend a helping hand because it's a good feeling. And I noticed that feels like it's been dropping down a lot. But yeah, it is what it is. It sucks that Cheska's power kept going out, because, you know, I wanted her to hear more about how I elaborated on it. If you didn't say it has to be paid back, it's free, bro. If you said, well, yeah, but I don't even think people should say, like, okay, if people are really your true friends, they know that they're gonna show their appreciation some way or another, you know? And I think that's what's important. And the best way possible, they're gonna try to show by per se. Now, when people who don't do that, I feel they're taking advantage of you. You know? Because they'll think, they were like, oh, I said thank you, though. And it's like, yeah, but if they're constantly helping you out with things, go buy them some food. You know, go get them a gift for when Christmas time or their birthday rolls around. You know, go do things for them because they did it for you. You know, like, if sometimes, like, yeah, exactly. But there's some people who just don't do it. And I'm like, really? Like, you're just not gonna reciprocate back? That's crazy. It's not transactional. What do you mean it's not transactional? You mean transactional, like, as in like how transaction of money? It's the thought that counts. We give what we can. If a person can be more giving because they got more to give. Oh, yeah. Understandable. Yeah, of course. Yeah, nobody should expect more than what the person can do, of course, yeah. Yeah. Like, so in the past, somebody I knew, their parents were really wealthy, right? And he would always like try to buy me food, and some of the times I would tell him like, no, I would tell him like, bro, you don't have to do that. Don't worry about it. Like, okay, I can fend on myself. But he would just keep pushing on that, and I'm like, look, I told him before, I was like, in the past, I was like, look, I just feel bad because if you keep doing that, I don't really have the money to show back. And he would tell me, oh, don't worry about it, blah, blah. I'm like, look, are you sure? Okay, stuff like that. You know, yeah, but you know what happened later? End up finding out that he actually was upset because I wouldn't give him the same amount. I'm like, homie, I was poor. Like, I didn't have a job. There was nothing. I didn't have money. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, how are you gonna sit there and complain when I said, look, don't worry about it, don't do that. Okay, and you kept pushing and pushing and pushing. It's like, bro, like, and then sometimes like I just didn't let him do it. So sometimes, you know what I would do? I just wouldn't go out if he was going out, so he wouldn't do that. You know, I had to start doing that. You know. And then later, when I actually started getting a job, I would offer, say, hey, you want me to get this for you? He would say no. And I'm like, but I have money now. I can get you back now. Like, you want me to pay for your free meal this time? All this stuff, like all the times you done for me? No, just wouldn't accept it. And I'm like, wow, okay. I was like, wow, all right, that's cool, man. I guess, man. Yeah, right. But look, I said it was going to be a short stream. I didn't want to cause anything. It's more content that I wanted to put out. People do it on their streams all the time where they're watching videos like that. Then sometimes they watch meme videos as well. And it's just more content. It's just weird because I'm not going to like sit there and ever start telling people they're wrong or something like that, because there's no point in doing that. It was just, that video just was going into how people, yeah, it's just, I wanted to show it because these are how some people are looking at the world. These are other people how they're looking at this world, and it's like, bro, can we just have peace, you know, and affection toward one another that doesn't have to always start into either controlling people or, you know, this problem and this problem and this problem. So, you know, that kind of thing. But tomorrow I will be streaming some horror stuff. So the fear game horror that I've been doing. Oh no, wait, I forgot. Tomorrow's Overwatch. So tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Overwatch. I forgot about that. Because Overwatch 2 comes out. So, yeah. So technically, I'm gonna be playing that. So, but yeah, that will be tomorrow. Yeah, officially comes out tomorrow, on the 4th. The server because the server for 1 is done, so they've already like, you can't go into it, so it's already done. And the second one begins tomorrow. So, yeah. But alright, Gil, thanks for... Yeah, it's free. It's free to download. It's just a lot of grinding for some characters they already announced. So, and if people who had the first one already paid and downloaded, they get the characters, you know. So, it's a way of them trying to make money. Oh my, I like feet. Yep. So, but alright, Gil, thank you for coming by. Thank you for Chaos Witch for coming by for a bit, and Jessica, even though the power goes went out. Tomorrow will be better. It will definitely be better. So, I will see y'all later because my ass gotta eat. So, bye.